Make Monroe Doctrine great again? Trump threatens to take back the Panama Canal amid Chinese takeover fears. China has been really investing in South America. Now President-elect Donald Trump seems poised to revive the Monroe Doctrine, signaling a renewed focus that the U.S. will continue Western Hemisphere domination for decades and will no longer tolerate any other competition in controlling strategic maritime checkpoints or natural resources in the region. On Saturday evening, Trump vented on Truth Social how President Jimmy Carter foolishly gave away the Panama Canal for $1. He explained it was solely for Panama to manage, not China or anyone else. The core issue is that China now controls 2 of the 5 ports adjacent to the canal: Balboa on the Pacific, Cristobal on the Caribbean. While the U.S. spent 3 decades engaging in national building activities across the Middle East, China transformed Panama into a geographic and commercial hub, strategically positioned itself for political, economic, and military advancements. The Panama Canal is considered a vital national asset for the United States due to its critical role to America's economy and national security. A secure Panama Canal is critical for U.S. commerce and rapid deployment of the Navy from the Atlantic to the Pacific, and drastically cuts shipping time to U.S. ports, Trump said. And we have the map showing the trade routes most commonly supported by the Panama Canal source. He also touched on the high fees for U.S. ships to transit the canal that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous, especially knowing the extraordinary generosity that has been bestowed to Panama by the U.S. This complete ripoff to our country will immediately stop, Trump said. The big picture is that the Monroe Doctrine may be revived during Trump's second term to counter China's efforts to dominate the Western Hemisphere without firing a shot. This likely implies that the Trump administration will aim to reclaim control of the geostrategic checkpoints, the critical ports, and ensure the flow of natural resources remains under U.S. control for decades to come. I've been trying to persuade folks for a while now that Trump is serious about a return to the Monroe Doctrine, but even I didn't have. Trump demanded return of Panama Canal as an early Christmas present. On my bingo card, Emma Ashford, senior fellow at the Smithson Center and an adjunct assistant professor at Georgetown University, wrote on X. And the quick refresher course on the Monroe Doctrine. In 1738, the U.S. started out as 13 colonies. They marched across the continent of the Pacific and had a conflict with Mexico and took their land, even invaded Canada in 1812. And there's a video here as well, as you can see. So the Monroe Doctrine, the U.S. threw the European great powers out and created regional hegemony in the Western Hemisphere, but they do not want any other country to dominate its region the way they dominate theirs. This is what Maria tweeted on X. The U.S. does not tolerate peer competitors. About 5% of global maritime traffic uses the Panama Canal, with around 1,000 ships passing through each month, traversing the waters between South America, Asia, the U.S. East, and the Gulf coasts. And this is on Zero Hedge by Tyler Durden. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.